Paul Kagame, Rwanda's president since 2000, is known for his transformative leadership, emphasizing self-reliance, development, and African dignity. Kagame has frequently criticized Western powers for their paternalistic attitude toward Africa. In 2020, during a speech at the African Green Revolution Forum, Kagame criticized the Western narrative that undermines African progress, saying, "We have resources and we have the people. What we need is the mindset to stop relying on what others give us and start thinking for ourselves." Addressing a 2021 forum on global vaccine distribution, Kagame lashed out at Western countries for hoarding vaccines. Inequality during the pandemic has served as a wake-up call to remind us that Africa needs to develop its own capacities to solve its own problems and not wait for others to act in our best interests. Ibrahim Traoré is Burkina Faso's youngest president, and he got to power through a coup in 2022. He has been one of the greatest advocates of African sovereignty. Since he came into leadership, he has sharply pivoted from Western influences, especially France. In February of 2023, Traoré ordered French troops to leave Burkina Faso, saying, "The presence of foreign forces has done little to secure our country. We must take ownership of our future, without interference." At a 2023 Pan-African Youth Gathering, he also denounced neo-colonialism, saying, "Africa's wealth has been stolen for centuries. Today, we must resist those who come disguised as friends but act as masters." Assimi Goïta is Mali's interim president since 2021 and is known for his staunch stance against Western intervention on African soil, more so of the French influence in the Sahel region. After expelling French troops from Mali in 2022, Goïta said, "For too long, we have been treated as pawns in a game of global powers. Mali will not be dictated to by those who have their own agendas." In an address to the UN General Assembly in 2023, he criticized the West for undermining African security. The Sahel's instability is not just an African issue. It is a consequence of years of Western interference and exploitation. Yoweri Museveni, president of Uganda since 1986, has been a long-time champion of African unity and independence from Western influence. In 2021, Museveni spoke out against the West for imposing sanctions. "We don't need lectures on democracy from those who looted Africa for centuries. We can handle our own affairs." At the 2022 African Union Summit, he charged the West with hypocrisy over climate change. The same countries that polluted the world now want to dictate how Africa should develop. "We will not accept double standards." Julius Maada Bio is the president of Sierra Leone, a position he has held since 2018. He has advocated for Africa's independence in decision-making and resource management. In 2019, at the UN Climate Action Summit, he attacked the West over the aspect of global environmental degradation. "Africa contributes the least to climate change, yet we bear its brunt. The West needs to own up to its responsibility rather than heaping blame on others." During a 2023 meeting of the African Development Bank, Bio slammed the West's policy of debts, saying, "The African nations cannot grow while strangled by unfair debt systems designed to keep us dependent."